Classes have resumed in Mbengwi for the 2021-2022 academic year. The Divisional Administration on Tuesday, September 7, 2021, toured various educational establishments within the central town to ascertain the level of resumption. At Government Bilingual High School GBHS Mbengwi, all was set from a clean entrance to a repainted signboard indicating the school's readiness. In the classrooms, teachers had answered present for the effective commencement of the teaching and learning process.
I am satisfied and it is promising. As you can see, the students are very excited. They want to come back to school. They want to learn. Why can we not give them a chance? At the end of the day, the issue is the future of the students. You know, in this our age, the worst crime a parent can commit is to keep the child uneducated. So I still encourage them that should not keep these children in darkness.
At Blessed Fountain Nursery and Primary School, Mile 17, hundreds of pupils and kindergartens showed up on day one of school resumption. The school proprietress confirmed to the visiting delegation everything was in order. At Christ the King Primary School, it was the same success story of school resumption. A new coat of paint on the walls of the school building sent across the strong message of readiness. Because of the ongoing Anglophone crisis, though said to be de-escalating gradually, some mission and government schools have temporarily rescheduled the holding of classes in different centralized and safer structures away from the initial school sites, especially those located in the suburbs. Such is the case with St. Joseph's Catholic Comprehensive College Mbengwi.
The enrollment is quite encouraging. In fact, we're not really expecting this great number in all the classes. So I think I should say it's a positive start for us. I know there are some who are hanging, waiting to hear information whether have St. Joseph started effectively. Let them know that lessons are going on. We've been relocated at Christ the King's Catholic Mission, Mbengwi. That's where we are operating. And for security reasons, this place is safer than going right down there. And the distance is shortened. Since the school is a day school, children can stay at home and come to school. So instead of trekking long distances, they can now come to Christ the King Catholic Mission and attend classes and go back home.
At Government Practicing School, GPS Group 1 and 2 in GRA, no single pupil showed up this first day of resumption. Instead, it was hundreds of teachers drawn from the basic education family in the subdivision that answered present on campus to welcome the SDO and entourage. In addressing them, he expressed dissatisfaction with the 0% attendance rate of pupils before later encouraging them to ensure some pupils come and register. From here, the convoy drove off to the campus of Palmer's Bilingual Nursery and Primary School, where lots of renovations had been carried out and many children were there in school for the very first day in their lives. Next door to Palmer's is Government Rural Artisan and Home Economics Training Center, otherwise known as SASM Mbengwi. It is here that all technical colleges in the subdivision now operate. Some of them, just like Government Secondary School Mbengwi Rural, now functioning at GPS Group 1 and 2 GRA, have just one student. Others 2, 3, 4, 5 and above per class or as total enrollment. The teachers have been asked to go on with lessons, irrespective of the number of students, and to must report on campus. Each day the timetable shows they have to teach, even if there is no child. Here at SASM, Mbengwi Online noticed a situation where students of two different classes shared the same classroom with no partition, a condition not really favorable for the teaching and learning process. The tour ended at Presbyterian High School PHS Mbengwi, where there were also hundreds of students in various classrooms receiving lessons. At every stop, the SDO encouraged the teachers, pupils and students, giving them assurances that, just like the last academic year went on hitch-free, so too will this one be, and even better. Leading the SDO to the various schools where the educational authorities of the division.
Unlike last year, it is quite encouraging, and we think that the days ahead are going to be better. As at today, we had 523 students who answered present. Schools are effectively on. So we're encouraging each and every one, the parents who think that schools were not going to be functional in Mbengwi, that they should shun fear and send the children. The teachers are ready. We cannot afford not to teach the children. And so all hands have to be put on deck without exception to make sure that the children are taught. So for those teachers who think that they can play around and go away with it, I want to assure them that the time for play is over.
It should be noted that not all schools in Mbengwi Central and the interior villages were visited, but Mbengwi Online estimates that close to 1,000 pupils and students were in school on Tuesday, September 7 in the entire subdivision. Operating in the context of the present socio-political instability, where many parents are still concerned about the security of their children, the boss of the division reaffirmed the commitment of the state to guarantee every citizen's security.
As I used to say, the security is a collective effort. Parents are involved, teachers are involved, traditional rulers are involved, municipal authorities, everybody. So talking about the security is a collective effort. Especially we have a special security plan that is going on. I can assure parents, students and administrative staffs that many measures have been taken. After many preparatory meetings and many sensitization campaigns, we are still calling them to join the trend, to join other parents that are already committed, that have already sent their children to school. And you can see, you can bear with me that these students are happy to be in classroom.
The situation of school resumption in Mbengwi this academic year is thus very encouraging compared to last year. Some schools that remained shut since the crisis started have now reopened their doors. New schools have also seen the light of day. At press time, statistics from Batibo, Widikum, Njikwa, and Yi were still being awaited. Mbengwi, that used to be an academic hub, is speedily regaining its good old days.